The history of Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, a famous brand that is familiar to most people in the world today. But do you know their full story? Watch till the end to learn more. The history of Harley Davidson starts off in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1901 with 20-year-old William S. Harley and his childhood friend Arthur Davidson. William had started to construct a small 116 cubic centimeters engine to put on a bicycle and got the help of Arthur to do this. The final product was not as efficient as they had hoped, and so they undertook the work on a bigger motor, and with that, ventured into the realm of proper motorcycles. Their new engine, with 405 cubic centimeters displacement, was built in part with help from Norwegian-American Ole Vinrud, founder of the Vinrud Outboard Motors Company. The frame for this new motorcycle was assembled in a tiny shed in the Davidson family backyard. This prototype was finished in the fall of 1904. In January 1905, they offered engines to the do-it-yourself market through ads in the motor press. But by April the same year, they produced complete motorcycles on a limited basis. In 1906, they built their first factory where their current corporate headquarters are located. In 1907, Arthur's brother William A. Davidson joined the company. Also this year, they had the first prototype for their new V-twin ready, and the company was officially incorporated. They also started selling their motorcycles to police departments, an important market for the company through the years. By 1913 they had built a new, 5-story tall factory, and from this year most Harley Davidsons featured the V-twin. By 1914 Harley Davidson had pulled ahead of their main competitor Indian Motorcycles, and dominated the motorcycle racing scene. During World War I Harley Davidson sold 20,000 motorcycles to the U.S. Army. By 1920 Harley Davidson was the largest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. In 1929 they introduced their new flathead V-twin engine. During the Great Depression, the company manufactured industrial power plants based on their motorcycle engines, and also built a 3-wheeled delivery vehicle named Subacar. A 1,300 cubic centimeters flathead engine came out in 1935, and in 1936 the knucklehead engine was released. During World War II Harley Davidson delivered 90,000 motorcycles to the U.S. Army's war efforts, and saw great success on the civilian market in the years following the war. The company acquired blueprints to the German motorcycle DKWRT 125 as war reparations, and started producing various models around this design from 1948 up until 1966. In 1960 they launched the Super 10, and the Topper scooter, and they bought 50% of the Italian Ermacchi motorcycle division. This was increased to a 100% buyout in 1974, and they used these motorcycles as a stepping stone in the lightweight 2-stroke market until they sold Ermacchi to Cagiva in 1978. The company's reputation took a hit in 1969 when new owner American Machine and Foundry were cutting costs, and with that, lowered the quality of their products. The bikes were inferior to contemporary Japanese models in both quality, performance, and handling. In 1981 the company was sold again to a group of 13 investors. They improved the quality and introduced new technology, and instead of trying to keep up with popular Japanese designs, they put an emphasis on the retro appeal of the Harley motorcycles. In 1980 the Softail series came out, and buyers slowly returned to the brand. Harley Davidson bought the luxury motor home manufacturer Holiday Rambler in 1986, and owned this for a 10-year period, before selling it again in 1996. In 1990 the Fatboy model was launched, and in 2008 the company opened the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. Since 2003 Harley Davidson has had total ownership of the Buell Motorcycle Company sport bike manufacturer. Harley Davidson also had a short ownership of the Italian MV Agusta Group from 2008 to 2009. Most of the main types of Harley Davidson engines have nicknames, and these include the F-head, flathead, knucklehead, panhead, shovelhead, blockhead, and the fathead. In 2019 they released their first electric motorcycle, the Livewire. Harley Davidson has a loyal brand community, many of whom are involved in building choppers and bobbers of their Harleys. But Harley have for many years had a macho image, and have attracted some shady elements like the notorious Hells Angels and other so-called 1%er motorcycle clubs. But this is a subject for another video, as there is too much to fit into this one. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video.